Hey everyone, we'll be presenting our case study on the Disneyland measles outbreak, which occurred December 2014 to February 2015. Presenters are Isaac Azur, Dominic Chung, Renina Clayton, and Jessica Ranaraja.
Resulted in a total of 147 cases, California 2015. Majority of individuals who were unvaccinated contained unknown or undocumented vaccination status. The United States of America declared that measles was eliminated from the country in the early 2000s.
So, what are measles? The measles is a highly contagious infectious disease caused by the measles virus. Symptoms of the disease include fever of over 40 degrees, inflammation of the eyes, cough, and a runny nose. The symptoms develop 10 to 12 days after exposure.
January 2015, the California Department of Public Health was notified about the potential measles outbreak. An unvaccinated child aged 11 years with a rash onset on December 28. California received reports of 4 additional cases of measles have been confirmed and issued a press release of epidemic information notified nearby the states regarding the outbreak. Among the 110 California patients, 45% were unvaccinated. 12 of the unvaccinated were infants that were too young to be vaccinated, and 28 patients were unintentionally unvaccinated. The source of the initial Disney park theme exposure has not been identified.
So, what were the potential causes that led to this viral outbreak? According to CDC's official report, 125 cases were represented from December 28, 2014 to February 8, 2015. Among those cases, 110 were California residents who visited one or both of the 2 Disneyland theme parks. Among the 110 California patients, 12% were infants who were too young to be vaccinated, 28 individuals chose not to be vaccinated, and 49 individuals, representing 45%, were unvaccinated. Annual attendance to the Disneyland theme parks within California is 24 million, with visits ranging from people both close and far. Travelers who are not vaccinated may bring measles within and pose a threat, and as a result, outbreaks may occur, especially in communities where people do not vaccinate their children.
Now we will present the 2 methods that were used to control the outbreak. In order to control the outbreak, vaccination was one of the recommendations to decreasing the epidemic effect of measles. According to Shahayan, children under the age of 5 who are unvaccinated are at high risk for measles and potential fatal complications. The known risk factors are lack of immunity, international travel, pregnancy, and vitamin A deficiency.
Other recommendations and options that were used to prevent the illness from becoming more prevalent were the use of proper hygienic procedures that can be performed every day.
Wash your hands more often than usual. If no soap is available, clean your hands with hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Do not touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Your portal of entry are easy ways that any infectious agents can infect you internally. If touching your face is needed, it is important that you make sure your hands are super clean. Cover your mouth and nose with your sleeve or a tissue when coughing or sneezing. When your hand is used as a tissue, it is easy to contaminate anything you touch, which can be easily contracted by others.
What is the best means of protection from measles? The best means of preventing measles is through active immunization with the measles vaccine. Measles can be prevented with the MMR vaccine. This vaccine protects against 3 diseases: measles, mumps, and rubella. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that children get 2 doses of MMR vaccines, starting with the first dose between 12 and 15 months and the second dose between 4 and 6 years. Teens and adults should also be up to date with their MMR vaccination. The MMR vaccine is very safe and effective. 2 doses of MMR vaccines are about 97% effective at preventing measles. 1 dose is about 93% effective. Before the measles vaccination program started in 1963, an estimated 3 to 4 million people got measles each year in the US. Annually, 500,000 cases were reported to CDC. Of these, 400 to 500 died, 48,000 were hospitalized, and 1,000 developed encephalitis. Since then, widespread use of measles vaccine has led to a greater than 99% reduction in the measles cases compared with the pre-vaccine era. However, measles is still common in other countries. It's always better to prevent a disease than to treat it after it occurs. Diseases that used to be common in this country and around the world now can be prevented by vaccination. Over the years, thanks to vaccine, it has eliminated or prevented countless of cases of disease and saved millions of lives. Immunity is the body's way of preventing disease. Children are born with an immune system composed of cells, glands, organs, and fluids located throughout the body. The immune system recognizes germs that enter the body as foreign invaders, called antigens, and produces proteins called antibodies to fight them. However, the immune system remembers that antigen. If it ever enters the body again, even after many years, the immune system can produce antibodies fast enough to keep it from causing a disease a second time. This protection is called immunity. The first time a child is infected with the measles virus, the immune system produces antibodies designed to fight it. This takes time, and usually the immune system can't work fast enough to prevent the antigen from causing the disease, so the child gets sick.
So, what's our final take-home message?
Vaccines are a safer substitute for children's first exposure to measles. Through vaccination, children can develop immunity without suffering from the actual disease, and in our case, protection against measles.
We would like to thank you guys for watching, and just remember, stay protected, stay vaccinated.